Hello and welcome to Supreme Commander Forge Alliance Forever. We're in beta with Keezer again. It's in the pink Seraphim and Aleg in the white UEF on Via. Good map for beta testing. So you always get to T3 pretty much. Someone asked actually, oh T2 seems underused that even in beta. Well, it was because the map is Via, so it was a cannabis. And yeah, so on VA, you're always going to really get to T3. Also, players are playing, well, Keezer is certainly to try and test certain things, and so he's going to want to get to T3 and make certain kind of units that wouldn't normally. And also, players just need actually a lot of time generally to adjust to balance changes. I mean, say after the bomber change, people are complaining, oh, I can't micro bombers anymore. It's impossible to micro them. I mean, if you watch farms, micro 2 on bombers especially, you can see just how much extra value you can get out of them. So balance needs time to work for players to get used to stuff and adjust their play to be more optimal. Keezer is going third air. We just have the normal stuff. Aleg quite slow on the mexes because he's 3 engineers here getting mass. He's reclaimed some stuff here. That's some shit here to reclaim. He's also going third air. And he's grabbing the trees at the back of the base now. So I was thinking maybe I'd do a build order sort of tutorial. Not really a tutorial, but like just talking about maybe how to improvise build orders, all the various things to think about when making a build. And so maybe I'll make that video if people are interested, if people have ideas for other videos, things they want me to talk about, then yeah, please let me know. And also, as usual, send me them replays, play some beta, and what else? That'll do. Send replays especially. Big thanks to Keezer for playing all these beta games. He's the greatest tester. Also Philip does a lot of testing. He's testing ice. Philip's testing ice. If you want to help test ice, which is a new connection protocol which will allow you to reconnect to games if you drop, then please message him and help him out. And now let's actually get into the game. It's great playing Via. It just allows you to talk for 5 minutes because not much is happening. But now Keezer is attempting to raid. And he's doing a good job. He's going to get this engineer, he's going to get this tank, and that's going to oh, some reclaim. Maybe he won't get this engineer. No, he gets him. So that's going to slow down expansion here. You can see Keezer already grabbed all of his mexes, has a T2 mex as well, and another one on the way. Aleg hasn't grabbed this, but instead he has about 1.5k more mass reclaimed. And he has 3 air factories, but he cannot afford. Okay, here's something that people should know. You don't want to ever put more than like 4 engineers, I would say would be the cap on building lines of PGens, because as you can see here, watch this. These guys are going to walk, and then the PGen is basically done, and then they have to walk again. So you're basically wasting this build power. Half of it is not building, or so you want to have like max 3 to 4 engineers building PGen lines just for efficiency. Otherwise they're going to walk a lot because the PGens build quickly. Do we have T2 land? It seems pretty slow. No T2 land from Aleg. Keezer has started T2 land. Will be interesting to see Seraphim because I mean, their T2 bot is so good on the T2 stage, and I think it's gonna be a great help for Seraphim. We have a drop. I like this. Finally, someone's dropping into these expansions. I think he really should do that. And unfortunately, oh, he should be able to get this PD up. Will Aleg be able to kill the NGs? No, he won't. Oh, almost. He got a few of them, but Aleg should be able to take this expansion. One reason it's difficult to actually kill expansions on T1 is you make so many NGs and it can instantly build T1 PDs. Keyser doesn't have T2 or T1 arties. He's not going to be able to take any expansion. He's leaving his army here. He's going to deny all this reclaim for Aleg and just keep Aleg's army in his base. T2 land is done. T2 engineers coming out. We've the first T2 PGen going up. And this raid, is that a transport drop? It is. That's pretty nice. A lot of engineers getting murdered mercilessly. Oh, 2 T2 HQs. That's not advisable. Aleg made a bit of a misclick there as he continues to focus on cleaning up his side of the map while Keyser takes the mid reclaim. 3,200 mass, all his, and no one has taken the top. I don't see anything dead up here either. We have some X's queued, but it's just an engineer walking. Aleg grabbing the mass, getting set up as Keyser breaks through. He does have one RT here. The PD goes down. There's a T2 Mex to kill here. More PDs going up. Again, you see the difficulty of attacking at T1. This one isn't upgrading, so we won't see any loss here to Aleg. He will actually just gather more reclaim. He just loses some, well, APM and also has to build those PDs, which are not free. T1 PD costs about as much as a T1 land factory. The T2 spam is coming, and we have T3 land already. T3 land here. It's not being assisted though. You really ought to assist your upgrades. Oh, yes, I think it was a misclick moving all these engineers away here somewhere. We have no TMD. No TMD. Where is it? TML is really nice on this map. Let me just grab a T2 engineer here and show you. I mean, if you put it in your expansion, you can hit your opponent's expansion. If you put it here, just in front of your base, you can kill 10 mexes. 10 mexes that are in your opponent's half of the map. And also, I think, just to give you enough time to actually get the TML loaded and fire off those missiles, just make a stealth field before you make the TML. So the stealth field, every faction actually has static stealth fields, and they cost 360 mass, 5k power. That's very, very cheap, and they drain 125. Well, I think the drain is actually faction dependent. I'm not sure about that. Let me see the Seraphim. Ooh, Keyser already has T3 Mex. He's making his T3 PGen now. Let's just see the stealth field. No, it's always 125, and it has a very nice range. So throw down one of those, then get your TML up. That should buy you enough time in many cases to get the TML loaded, fire off those missiles, and kill a lot of mexes. I mean, still no TMD. Here it goes for Keyser. He's making it. We have a pillar army moving in, and There's not much T2 here, it's mostly T1. So Geezer could be in trouble here. Needs to throw PDs pretty quick. Over here he has his commander. He has most of his T2 seems to be on the top side of the map, on the commander side, which is slight mispositioning maybe. This pillar army could do damage. You can see pillars are pretty good at hitting PDs. Not the greatest, but pretty good. He needs to not run into these T1 PDs now, or he will just donate a whole bunch of mass. If he stays back here, he can kill a couple of mexes. Oh, but there's reinforcements coming. Do we have T3 land? Oh, instead of T3 land, Aleg is going for T3 air. I like that a lot. I mean, with T2 land being nerfed, I think T3 air is going to be more useful. I mean, let's see. Maybe some gunships. 2 T3 pigeons already done for Geezer, and T3 mechs here adjacent to T1 factories. Very sad. Always sad to see. And this is a mass donation by Aleg. He's trying to make up for it where he can by sending some engineers, but Geezer's getting most of this mass and no mexes have died. Now he did kill the TMD, so that's always one way to actually make a push actually cost effective. You kill defenses like TMD in the push and then punish accordingly. Both these Ilshis are so low and they do go down. Geezer just has to defend everywhere. He's making PDs. There's no artillery at all. No artillery, also no land scouts. It's a bit of a mistake from Aleg. He's going to be in trouble. It's hard to deal with these engineers everywhere building T1 PD when you don't have artillery. And pillars, well, the range is the real problem versus the T1 PDs. They just have the same range, or actually maybe slightly less range. Does it tell you here? 26 range, yeah. Pillar has like 23 range maybe. Yes, 23 range. The Ilchevo has the same range as a T1 PD, and we have a lot of T1 bombers doing massive damage to this pillar army. No flax here, no parashields, no arty, no land scouts. You gotta make a better mix than that, Aleg. Otherwise, Geezer is gonna react and abuse you. Aleg seems to have finally arrived in mid and sees the mass is gone. These buildings have mass in them, but it's pretty intensive to go reclaiming them all. This T2 push now on the right hand side is going to kill the expansion. This is completely dead. We just have no units for Aleg, or Geezer I should say. We do have units, but they're all in the wrong place. We don't have units on the bottom side, and now he's lost this whole expansion. Last T2 mechs being finished off, and they're going to head to the base. T3 air is also complete for Geezer, and he's now sending his units this way. Some arties have got through these mexes. Oh, that's a T3 mex. That's going down surely. But no, the Autumns arrive in time. Ooh, 800, and this guy 300 HP. These ought to be killed. And ooh, I think the Autumns are in time to stop the pillars from finishing the job here, but the T1 bomber spam is absurd. We do have a parashield shielding this boxer, skyboxer. And that should kill a lot of these bombers. It is actually missing quite a bit and now gets taken down. There's just too many. See how much mass you can see here. This selection cost UI mod is pretty nice. 3,500 mass and 83,000 power in 2-1 bombers. And now we have Aleg asserting air control. He has far more ASF, and now he has complete air domination. And we have T3 gunships moving towards Keezer's base, and he's going to aim for these T3 P-gens. This is huge. Keezer needs to reclaim this so that it doesn't kill all of his build power, and he does. He has an engineer reclaiming here, which stops the explosion from happening. Now, SAM is built, but it gets focused down. We have flax coming out of these factories, and these gunships are just about dead. So much build power here to throw up defenses. We also have another reclaim order here to stop the death explosion, but there's not enough gunships to kill it anyway. Perhaps a couple of strats would be better. That would definitely kill the build power. But Keezer still took a lot of damage here. But now he has transitioned into T3, and he's made a lot of Othams initially, and now is switching to sniper bots. We have a strat coming from Aleg, which, well, the difficulty now is there's already a SAM here. So it will die if he goes for this location. But if he was to build I mean, he'd need, let's think about the damage here of, yeah, it's 3k damage. So if he had 3 or 4 strats, I mean, he could kill everything here. Actually, he would probably kill, I mean, if he ground fires, can kill the P-gens. The P-gens would damage the air HQ and the quantum gateway, and I think 4 strats would actually do that, kill almost everything here. Keezer really should invest in just a shield, 1 T2 shield even, or 2 would be a very nice help. He is struggling for power because, well, he actually is not using this gateway yet because he just doesn't have the power. He had to react to the T3 air threat, has to be making ASFs. We also have damage taken over here. This Mex is back at T1. I'm interested to see what the snipers can do. "12 Percivals." Still have 100 pillars. Damn. That's a nice number of pillars. We have a severe lack of T3 maxes for Aleg. He still has more income though, because Keezer has lost this location, also took some damage here, and he lost this max as well. Here we have the sniper bots taking out some T1 arties. So they do hit more often while moving. Their firing randomness while moving has been lowered. So we shall see how they do. We can see them missing some shots, but hitting most of them, I would say. And once they're stationary, they're basically not going to miss. Now they do have a slower muzzle velocity, so gives you more opportunity to dodge, but they're more accurate while moving, so bit of a trade-off. Another T3 BGen going up, and we have overcharge SCU coming for Keyser. So this will be interesting with new overcharge mechanics. It's going to be more expensive for them to overcharge, but they were always an extremely powerful, high potential unit. I remember once I played some Wonder game, Wonder game eons ago, where an air player dropped some overcharge SCUs on under my megalith and just overcharged it to death. Now that was a long time ago. I was a bit of a noob back then, but that was pretty fucking hilarious when I saw it happen, to be honest. So let's see what they can do. I mean, he's gonna have sniper bots at range. The SCUs are gonna have similar range to the Percival, but they're gonna overcharge them. We'll have to see a lot of storage built for Keyser to make use of these, and we do actually have that shield built, which is important. Shields are very cheap, very effective. Don't want to leave high value targets unshielded. We have Percy's getting into range here of sniper bots, and they will go down very quickly. They're extremely squishy units, but he's falling back into all this T1 PD cover, and he has shields to cover them, give them a very much needed health boost. And we have some flax mixed in to help Percy gunships as well. Aleg is really pushing hard now, also pushing into this T2 and T3 army. He's taking a lot of damage, however. Keyser has to continue kiting, and so he's gonna lose this expansion. The key is to regain it as fast as possible and get this reclaim back to catch up again. Massive push again. This expansion dies. He hasn't even teched it back to T2 yet, knowing that he's gonna have trouble defending it anyway. And this is pretty good from Keyser. Well, pretty good from Aleg, I should say. But now Keyser, actually, where did these tanks come from? It's quite... Oh, they must have been over here. But, oh, Aleg getting through. This mech is already extremely low. That's surely going to go down. This has never been repaired. It's on 800 HP. Hopefully, he notices and takes it out. And we have, well, a total air loss for Aleg. He has no ASF anymore. And he also is severely lacking power. He has 4 strats just waiting. Also has these factories with... Oh no! This 800 HP T3 mech is still alive. That's not good for him. And Keyser actually... Oh, I've missed something substantial here, because Keyser is very low on HP. I think we had perhaps strats. That looks like a strat wreck. I think we had maybe a strat snipe attempt. Oh yeah, those are strats. And Keyser survived. God damn. Who is this caster guy? Missing everything. So Keyser survives. And is now, yes, queuing a lot of shields to hide under. But Keyser has complete air control now, so he should switch from ASF to, well, T2 gunships would be nice. Strats. That would be the options, really. With Seraphim having no T3 gunship. Here's the overcharge SCU. Only has 1 out, so you can see the upgrades are nano overcharge and this sensor upgrade. Now this sensor upgrade is very important because it's not really, well, it's a sensor upgrade, but what it actually does, which is far more important, is increase the range of the weapon. Which is, I mean, it's just very poorly explained that it says here, greatly increases the range of the SACU's weapons and sensors, and it has a sensor symbol. I mean, obviously the more important thing there is the weapon range, but if you make the preset, I mean, you don't really have to worry about that. You will get that upgrade. These are just trying to get this reclaim back that has been left for him. There's quite a bit here. He's got most of it. If we look at the reclaim amount, you can see Keyser has quite a lot more. Here come 5 strats, but there's several shields. He's really wants to kill these sniper bots, and he can't get through the shielding. I think he did not really realize how many shields are in this mix. There's, I think, 5. 6 in fact. They have 10k HP each, and also he kind of split the strats, did a split attack, but that just spread the damage and he didn't get through any of the shields, and so didn't kill anything. Now he's getting kited by these sniper bots, doing massive damage. Versus sniper bots and shields, you really need T3 RT, because it's difficult. It's going to be difficult to get into range. That's a lot of friendly fire. And Keyser is really taking control of this game now. These poor SCUs have barely had anything to do. You can see the difficulty here of even trying to make SCUs is the extreme cost, and with Aleg going for that early T3 air, Keyser had to make T3 air as well, and so delayed the SCUs a lot. Aleg's done so much damage at various points, killed both expansions multiple times, but hasn't been able to eco behind it, hasn't been able to deny reclaim, and now he is far behind. This army is creeping. The snipers are just mauling everything in front of them, and Keyser has about 100 too many ASF. You can see Aleg with very few. He can just go in and wipe these. There's no SAMs or anything to defend. Should just kill all of the air and just patrol over this base, basically. We have a lot of T2 units here. Aleg's still making pillars. It's over 100 pillars, and only, well, he has 22 Percies. I haven't seen any T3 mobile RT, unfortunately. And so he's actually never been able to deal with these snipers. Now you can see the danger of snipers, that Keyser had to fall back all the way to here just to have room to kite, and that cost him an expansion over on this side, but I think I needed more T3 mexes. I think that is an accurate examination and analysis of the game. Yes, I think some strat, those 4 strats here, killing all of this shit would be really painful for Keyser. So you can see how much Quantum Gateway costs. Quite expensive. 3,000 mass plus the HQ and 2 T3 pigeons. That would be quite a devastating loss. See these overcharge SCUs. He only has one. Oh no, two. They're a difficult unit to get out. And also require a lot of micro. And these sniper bots are just untouchable. The shields, so strong. You can see they're quite expensive in power. Minus 300 power upkeep. And here come the Percys. Let's see the overcharges. There he goes. A lot of storage, 30k storage. So there is a limit on how fast they can overcharge. He's getting some very nice kills, but he's taking a lot of damage. We have a second one moving in. And now the T3 army is here to support, and this guy can regen all of his lost HP quite quickly. This army just continues to just creep forward, murking everything. And this just about the worst formation you could ever ask for. And he's gonna get destroyed. These SCUs providing great damage. Keys are saying the snipers can kite indefinitely. Oh, and Geezer is just making a million strats to end the game. Novex. Oh. Aleg was going for... yeah, like it was the big mistake. Yeah, I think the game was lost at that stage anyway when he started making that. Pretty interesting, pretty nice. You could see the pillar did actually get a lot done, but as Alex said, he needed more T3 mexes, as is always the case, or almost always the case on this map. T3 mexes win the day. A nice play from both players. Nice overcharge SCUs here. They're always nice to see. Very rare unit, but a very powerful one. This 800 HP T3 mex though, that's just sad. And these snipers were epic. This guy has 3 vets, 2 vets, 1 vet, 1 vet, 2 vet, 1 vet. God damn, they've absolutely doing massive damage. I mean, at least half of them have a vet. Some of them have 2, some of them have 3. Very powerful. We'll have to take a close look at them. And nice to see them being used. They're quite a rare unit. Although they're even good in normal balance at the minute. So anyway, that will do it for now. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time.